Molweni, manene na manenekazi. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Goeiemorgen, dames en heren. Welcome to the 2022 autumn graduation season of Nelson Mandela University. Over 12 days, we have celebrated the success of over 7,000 graduates, including 51 doctorates, in what is only our second mask-to-mask graduation ceremonies to be hosted in person on campus since the global coronavirus pandemic rocked the world about 2 years ago. This alone, ladies and gentlemen, is a reason to celebrate. However, as you will appreciate, we have to celebrate within the COVID-19 compliance protocols, which is why we are socially distanced, wearing our masks, and limited our numbers and spread them over 23 graduation ceremonies. Apart from adhering to the COVID-19 compliance protocols that you've just heard, please could we request the following: that the audience please rise as the academic procession enters the hall and remain standing till after the moment of silence, and again at the end of the ceremony after the singing of the national anthem as the academic procession leaves the hall. That you please ensure that your cell phones are on silent for the duration of the ceremony, but we do encourage you to tweet, Instagram, using the hashtag #MandelaGrad. And please tell your friends and family who couldn't join you in the venue today that they can watch you cross the stage as this is being streamed live on our YouTube channel. That you please do not leave the hall during the proceedings out of respect for all of the graduates and their families who, you will agree with me, have worked hard to be here today. That you please keep your masks on, for throughout the ceremony, your safety is our priority, so please comply with this and all other COVID-19 prevention measures. Please note, in the event of a power failure or load shedding, we do have a standby generator on. Please remain seated. It usually starts within minutes. We trust that you will enjoy the ceremony with us, and a hearty word of congratulations to all the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, we request that you please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning to everybody on this lovely, joyous day. By virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice-Chancellor of the Nelson Mandela University, I hereby constitute this congregation for the purpose of awarding qualifications. On behalf of the Chancellor, our Chair of Council, and our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mutwa, it is indeed my great honor and privilege to welcome you to this joyous 2022 autumn graduation ceremony of Nelson Mandela University. While I'm welcoming those who are present in the venue, I also would like to welcome those who are participating virtually via live streaming. I would particularly like to welcome and acknowledge my senior colleagues in the management of the university, the executive deans of faculties, especially today, our acting executive dean of the Faculty of Engineering, the Built Environment and Technology, Professor Darrell van Grienen. Just spare a thought, she's going to stand most of the ceremony. So that's a tough one for our executive deans to do. And then I would like to acknowledge our SRC that are with us, bearing the flag today. And then my esteemed academic colleagues on the stage and other management and support staff that are here. But most importantly, I want to welcome our graduandi and the parents, guardians, loved ones, and friends of our graduating students. It's wonderful to have everybody here today. Today is a truly significant, joyful day for our graduates. I hope that you will remember this day for the rest of your lives. On behalf of our Chancellor, the University Council, the Vice-Chancellor, Senate, and in fact the entire university community, we are deeply proud of you as our graduates. In sharing a few words today, I particularly want to direct them to our graduates, to focus especially on the theme of joy. I do so as I have been struck during our many graduation ceremonies in this autumn session. I've been struck by the outpouring of joy by our graduates, their families and friends, and the joy shown by academics as they see a master's or doctoral student that they've supervised graduating, or a student that has achieved very well, or another one that maybe has had a very tough journey to reach their destination of graduating. While we are joyful that in-person graduation ceremonies are possible again after a lapse of 2 years, it is true that our smiles of joy are hidden behind our face masks today. And as you walk across the stage, I'll watch because I can see that your eyes are smiling. Unfortunately, you'll have to look at my eyes as well because I'll have my face mask on and you won't see my smile. But even if we can't see the smiles, we can feel the joy in the air. And I'm sure a couple of you will do some jigs as you cross the stage, and a couple of other things that students do to really lift us and make us visibly see your joy. I'd like to draw on quotes from 3 exceptional world leaders in what I want to share with our graduates. Starting first of all with Mahatma Gandhi, who once said, joy lies in the fight, in the attempt, in the suffering involved, not in the victory itself. And what a fight you had to put up to adapt so that you could navigate your studies during the coronavirus pandemic, which disrupted learning and teaching in our physical spaces on campus and exacerbated the socioeconomic challenges that we are facing in our country and indeed across the globe. Thinking back to 2 years ago, in March and April 2020, we had absolutely no idea how deeply the coronavirus pandemic would affect and change every aspect of our lives, how many lives we would sadly lose, and how long the virus would endure. And as you know, the virus continues to endure, and we are watching at the moment as the numbers are increasing in terms of those who currently have been affected by the virus. I think back to how quickly our students and staff adapted to online learning, teaching, and research. At the start, we were all very anxious about how on earth we were going to do this. So thank you to students and academics for being brave enough to attempt something completely new, for hanging in there when you felt quite overwhelmed. And that word overwhelmed I heard over and over again from staff and students as we struggled to adapt. So thank you for hanging in there and for persevering through the myriad of challenges that you experienced. Some brought about by the pandemic, others because of load shedding, which remains with us, extended power outages. Our George campus experienced floods that washed away the access road, and so on. The past 2 years have shown how adaptable and resilient you and the university can be in response to whatever comes our way. You endured and triumphed, and we are now about to joyfully celebrate together the successful conclusion of your qualification under extraordinary difficult circumstances. I salute our graduates for this remarkable achievement. In the process, you have been part of making history and setting new records. Let me tell you a bit about the records you've set. For example, we finished the 2020 academic year and completed the 2021 academic year in 1 calendar year, with most of the learning and teaching work being done online. If you were very tired at the end of last year, you now know why, because we finished 2 academic years in 1 year. I know staff were also equally exhausted. Quite a remarkable achievement to having done that. In doing so, it enabled us to start getting the normal rhythm back of an academic year that goes from normally February to end of November. We learned how to adapt our venues, and I'm sure some of you experienced in the labs where you worked in that we had to space students or skip a computer or skip a station and so on. We also had to adapt our timetables, our campus entry procedures, all of that to be able to do some of the mask-to-mask and experiential learning work and assessment in some of our modules on our campuses again. Quite remarkable what we had to do. We battled through the various coronavirus waves, and in the process we learned how to quarantine classes and residences, which was a huge learning experience for all of us, and we have to now rethink how we do that as we find ways to live with the pandemic and regulations change. And we adapted our timeframes and academic activities accordingly as we toggled between changing lockdown levels and the degree of online and on-campus activities. We've got so used to doing that that we actually forget just how remarkable what we've done is. Despite the difficulties and challenges, during our autumn graduation ceremonies, well in excess of 7,000 students in total will receive their qualifications, which is more than the number of graduates in the 2020 academic year, as well as in the 2019 academic year, when life was more normal and pandemic-free. Again, a remarkable achievement that you've been able to graduate, and we've graduated more students during the pandemic. The other remarkable thing about the learning and teaching work done in our faculties by academics and our students is that our success rates in 2020 and 2021 were 5 percentage points higher than in 2019. Our anticipation was that the success rates could decrease because of the difficult circumstances that our students and academics found themselves in. But you proved us wrong. They increased. And in fact, our success rates are now above the average for the university sector in the country. What an extraordinary achievement under pandemic circumstances. As a student-centric university, we focus on the holistic development of our students. Thus, we are very proud that during the pandemic, our students achieved more than academic success. We did a number of surveys to find out what students were learning in the process, but I also chatted to groups of students, and here's a few things that they told me. Even though they found learning to be hard and challenging, they personally grew tremendously. For example, they learned how to work towards goals, to be flexible, to use technology to learn and not just for social purposes, and display resilience in tough moments, those moments where you thought you just couldn't do this, and you hung in there and you got it done. Most of all, our students say that they learned how to pace themselves and take responsibility for their learning. This is a wonderful life skill that our graduates have acquired. As you need to continue to learn and grow in your work environments and personal lives, and you now have the confidence to take charge of figuring out what and how you need to learn to continue to realize your potential. As Nelson Mandela said, once a person is determined to help themselves, there is nothing that can stop them. You were determined to make a success of your studies, so you took responsibility for this and you achieved your goal of graduating. Be as determined to make a success of your life. I'm also confident that even in pandemic times, we have succeeded in shaping you, our graduates, into socially conscious, compassionate, responsible, ethical professionals, researchers, leaders, and citizens who are now prepared for life and the world of work. We salute all our graduates. Congratulations. Please join me in applauding our graduates to pay tribute to you. An anonymous person said, "Joy is really the simplest form of gratitude." As you display your joy when you walk across the stage today and celebrate afterwards, remember to show your gratitude to those who have taught and supported you. We need to pay tribute and give gratitude to our academic and support staff for their hard work, commitment, and adaptability as they rose to the challenge of keeping the academic project going in completely different ways during the past 2 years. Please join me in applauding them. We also know, that graduates, that your journey to graduation has been made possible through the support, encouragement, care, and generosity of your family, friends, communities, and loved ones. I salute all of you who are here today and those who couldn't make it or have joined us virtually for the role you have played in assisting and enabling our graduates to reach this remarkable milestone in their life journey. Please join me in applauding them. And so, as I move to conclude, in our quest of living up to our motto of changing the world, we continue to seek various ways as a university to be a force for good. In this regard, the late Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu once said, "Ultimately, the greatest joy is when we seek to do good for others." And at another occasion he said, "Do your little bit of good where you are. It's little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world." As you cross the stage today, please reflect with joy and pride about how far you have come since you started your studies. Then, make a personal commitment as Nelson Mandela University graduates to in turn be change agents, researchers, leaders, and citizens who give back to society by pushing the frontiers of knowledge through your research and by applying your knowledge in ways that contribute to a more sustainable, prosperous, just, and peaceful future for all. In so doing, you will change the world bit by bit through bringing joy and happiness to others. But for today, you have every reason to be very proud and joyful about your remarkable achievement. Congratulations on your graduation, and thank you for having chosen Nelson Mandela University as your alma mater.
Siyabonga Madiba, Gqeberha,
Please join me in applauding our choir for those lovely songs. We shall now, honoured guests, proceed with the awarding of qualifications, and I now request the candidates to take up their positions. I request the Acting Executive Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, the Built Environment and Technology, Professor Darrell van Krienen, to present the candidates for their respective qualifications.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to award the diplomas and advanced diplomas and confer the bachelor's and bachelor's honours degrees on the candidates who have completed their respective qualifications during the past academic year. Whereafter, I shall present to you the candidates receiving their qualifications in praesentia.
I award the diplomas and advanced diplomas and confer the bachelor's and bachelor's honours degrees as requested.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Diploma in Architectural Technology. Gerard Didericks. Siasanga Gaga. Landula Hambile. Liam Hepburn. Shannon Jacobs. Yenli Jute. Emilia Karanges. Shabir Lawrence. Anderson Gqeberha. Dylan McKay. Letukutula Mtumtum. Marshall Allen Ramdani. Sisepo Saki. Shannon Skuman. Carl Schutzler. Ontatile Selomane. Nathan Snook. Luto Chemese. PC van Rooyen. Nathan Vos. Charlotte Wagner. Robert Walters. Ethan Windvogel. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Diploma in Building. Fagan Adonis. Siakuvuma Bomvu. Andrea Kamfer. Pusimuzi Dlamini. Melokushle Flatela. Sandiso Godlo. Nicole Grootboom. Sinokuhle Gumede. Zenande Gqeberha. Takatso Hlasa. Ntando Jele. Zikona J. Simbulele Josana. Yonela Kepe. Mohammed Lar. Sinayo Lurengo. Kanyisile Makabane. Hlonipo Malepfana. Nomakabiso Mandaruluir. Mihleketo Mashungani. Molatelo Matikitela. Avela Matiwane. Sipe Mavubwenkwana. Cleo Mbola. Zingisa Mdanyana. Sivenati Mdunyelwa. Apiwe Mesachiwa. Resuna Mlari. Murunwa Mokwebo. Ashton Mop. Onele Mkungwana. Pindiwe Mtsi. Kyla Müller. Kanya Mvandaba. Annelisa Gqeberha, Ziyanda Ngavu, Spesihle Ngcobo, Hlela Nkumanda, Nzunisani Nukeri, Buntu Petela, Luto Obotwana, Oyama Sikukula, Andrea Solomon, Lita Tafeni, Dylan Trimley, Ayabulela Khosa, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Diploma in Interior Design. Tabiso Motiba. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Architectural Design. Zander Duisel. Stian Terhoeven. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the Advanced Diploma is awarded cum laude to Joshua Baines. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Architectural Technology, Jean-Pierre Greiling. Sibusiso Mazibuko. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Construction Management, Ayanda Doitje. Aviwe Jokani. Bulelani Makana. Ayabulela Mgijima. Nzalama Mlari. Anganati Nkrumah, Mihlali Nkukwana, Viwe Sitole, Amandla Voko, Michael Wittock, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the Advanced Diploma is awarded cum laude to Mamodiki Ramekwa, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Interior Design, Abigail Kluter. Celine Reinze. Marika Louise Swichert. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Quantity Surveying, Lerato Di Becco, Yanga Dlamini, Sipokuhle Fika, Zimnandi Gwachube, Dorian Constable, Luyanda Manyenge, Sicelo Pandle, Yola Kankiso, Ntutuzelo Tabasa, Tanda Tabede, Ayabonga Chaka, Sandile Vilikazi, Kakambile Madolo, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the Advanced Diploma is awarded cum laude to the following candidates. Singata Kala, cum laude. Ramalokwane Maboa, cum laude. Silindile Magubane, cum laude. Mpele Maseremule, cum laude. Odwa Mduchane, cum laude. Mayande Ngutka, cum laude. Mabjane Moltlele, cum laude.
Pronouncing them very well.
Sake Sinde, cum laude. Kumbutso Sundani, cum laude. Zibuyile Yeni, cum laude. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the degree Bachelor of Architectural Studies, Abigail Abramson. Gerard Allers. Carlos Cordera. Jasmine Ann Duplessis. Edward Gibbons.
Thank you.
Jacques Greiling. Tavonga Gune. Jean Harmsen. Luke Henneberry. Simone Janse van Rensburg. Shakila Lagerdin. Shadan Ishmael Lunat. Silindo Kuhle Mangam. Justin Martin. Danielle Marks. Yosha Marx. Michaela Matthias. Luvuyo wetu Mjuleni. Kaya terekera mukegwa sekwaba. Sarita Nair. Wanjava Nalengo. Alyssa Nell. Scott Pawns. Hardis Pretorius. Richard Pullen. Tristan Pattergill. Lea Rosales Palacios. Reese Stevens. Sinosipo Stofile. Luto Charlie. Cameron Watkins. Genevieve Young. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Bachelor of Human Settlement Development. Chiwela Kone. Asemahle Madikane. Ipfi Mudzanani. Takudzwa Rusike. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Construction Economics. Tamkazi Bangani. Tyler Blom. Sinokuhle Boy. Lindiwe Dlamini. Asisiwe Diamond. Atule Dingeni. Karen Frost. Joshua Gous. Sisetu Lukwe. Imihlali Mako Gqeberha. Region Malibile. Tandasile Maldaki. Xoxa Mapechana. Clinton Marembo. Akona Mbenga. Sikonza Mangatu. Matsiti Modiba. Ayabonga Mteto. Abongile Ndabambi.
I think pronounce urban Mbawari.
Urban Nimbawari. Atandiwe Nikelo. Qawe Lama Qawe Nkasana. Buko Mteketo. Okona Mtsalaze. Uone Rulakake. Rendani Ramued Sisi. Rehomaditswe Sebunyane. Amir Sudin. Darren Vermaak. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Construction Studies. Ayabulela Bongo. Jeremy De Bruin. Lungelo Dube. Lulamela Feju. Sisipo Lumbe. Tebatso Mahlo. Bangile Manje. Vuyesile Masilela. Zisipo Ngwaba. Ntombi Mlarhi. Sisindise Mshunqane. Ignatius Netavani. Sandisiwe Konongoto. Kumani Mpeketo. Hlulani Khivisi. Daniel Rust. Sisipo September. Ayanda Sonjika. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Bachelor of Technology, Quantity Surveying, Siyolo Hini. Sivuyile Malau. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Bachelor of Architectural Studies, Honours. Chris Amankra. Kelsey Bluchno. Delise Puerta. Natasha Botma. Kari Brandon. Ruben Carstens. Kelsey Kaywood. William Duncan. Caitlin Hageman. Ashley Harwood. Xavier Klaassen. Cornelius Kriel. Carmen Mante. Gillian Muller. Kama Mkoyo. Andrew Proudman. Rachel Patagil. Pilile Khalane. Wim Retief. Helena Richter. Malcolm Robson. Mika Strydom. Alex van der Merwe. Willem van der Merwe. Morgan van Staden. Marilyn Vermaak. Megan Waterson. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the degree is conferred cum laude on Michaela Klute. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the degree, Bachelor of Science Honours in Construction Management. Mandisa Kesa. Lerato Malache. Naledi Moy. Damien Smits. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the degree is conferred cum laude on Nobukosi Mazibuko, cum laude. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science Honours in Quantity Surveying. Ryan Boy. Brendan Govender. Sinotolo Qomo. Erika Kabalika. Tandeka Mahlangu. Malusi Mshunkane. Joshua Patagil. Jean-Rolf van Wyk. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the degree is conferred cum laude on Melissa Chikochi. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the awarding of diplomas and advanced diplomas and conferring of bachelor's and bachelor honours degrees in the Faculty of Engineering, the Built Environment and Technology, School of Built Environment and School of Architecture. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I now request you to confer the master's degrees on the candidates who have completed their respective qualifications during the past academic year, whereafter I shall present to you candidates receiving their degrees in Prasentia.
I confer the master's degrees as requested.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the degree Master of Architecture Professional Coursework. Eve Albest. Vicky Bezuidenhout. Rikus Bosch. Natasha De Lange. Johannes de Villiers. Cameron Dustin. Sarah Felton. Daniel Fouché, cum laude. Site Guanam. Alma Holm. Pusang Makele. Zara Purin. Eldridge Sauls. Anli Stein. Kayla Swanepoel. Alexandros Theotopoulos. Asanda Zitumane. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the degree Master of Science in the Built Environment coursework. Luvuyo Gqeberha. Nombulelo Diko. Yonela Madjebi. Zukiswa Njogolo. Nomhlanga Mkosi. Zoliswa Nyela. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, a candidate for the degree Master of Science in the Built Environment Research, Pila Pakuane. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, as we can hear from the crowd, this concludes the conferring of master's degrees in the Faculty of Engineering, the Built Environment and Technology, School of Built Environment and School of Architecture. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I now have the privilege to present to you candidates for the doctoral degrees in the Faculty of Engineering, the Built Environment and Technology, School of Built Environment and School of Architecture. I request Professor Sejakula Mbanga and candidate Sivwe Densi to come forward, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, please. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request Professor Sejakula Mbanga, the supervisor of the candidate, to present him to the congregation.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I present to the congregation Sivwe DNC. a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management, with his thesis entitled Rethinking the Informal Settlements Upgrading Programs in the Free State Province, South Africa, a transformative and multifaceted model. The study examined the factors that influence the formulation and implementation of informal settlements upgrading programs, gleaned from the combined institutional and system theoretical perspective, and subsequently proposed a transformative and multifaceted model for the development and management of human settlements. The findings of the study revealed major shortcomings related to policy design and implementation, stakeholder engagement practices, competencies of housing and human settlement practitioners, corrupt activities in the provision of adequate housing, disconnect in theory and practices during identification and definition of informal settlements, and influence of illegal immigration on increasing housing need in South Africa. As I conclude, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I wish to acknowledge the academic and at times pastoral support of Professor John Smallwood in this groundbreaking study.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management on Sive Dinsi.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management on Sive Dinsti. Congratulations.
I now request Professor Sejekula Mbanga and candidate Noluthando Viti to come forward, please. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request Professor Mbanga, the co-supervisor of the candidate, to present her to the congregation.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I present to the congregation Noluthando Viti Masiza, a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management, with her thesis entitled Greening Ndlambe Village. The aim of the study was to develop a model or a framework that may provide improvements from the existing models and theories. Thus, the study's results are valuable to the development of workable model that could improve planning, designing, and implementation of green village, whilst ironing out some impediments of green construction in a broader view in different organizations. The findings indicate key success factors of a green village, which have been used to develop the model. The model will be able to provide a solution for private and public sectors in the construction industry to improve planning, designing, and implementation of sustainable green villages. As I conclude, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, allow me once again to acknowledge the academic support, which at times becomes pastoral, of Professor Bringbota on the journey of this candidate.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management on Noluthando Viti.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management on Noluthando Viti Masiza. Congratulations, Doctor.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, we have one more candidate. I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management on Sanjay Munu in absentia.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Management on Sanjay Munu in absentia.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the awarding of qualifications in the Faculty of Engineering, the Built Environment and Technology, School of Built Environment and School of Architecture.
Thank you, Professor van Grienen. As we draw this graduation ceremony to its close, on behalf of the congregation, I wish to thank our graduates, parents, and other guests for their interest in the university and for their presence at this graduation ceremony. I wish to also thank our academic and support staff as well as the performers for their respective contributions. In particular, I want to single out our administrative staff who have arranged the ceremony and all the pre-arrangements that were needed for 26 ceremonies, in fact. Let's give them a big round of applause. It's always wonderful at this moment to look out over the floor in front of me and see everybody that's now been hooded and capped. And we see this sea of, I don't know, what's the color, Dalenka, sort of bluey, aquarine, something in front of me. Very nice to see all of that. And thank you so much for the way you have supported everybody that's graduated today, but particularly the rousing support that you gave our two new doctors that are in the room with us and our one that's absent. I always remind students who haven't yet obtained their doctorates, the qualification you obtained today is great, but the ultimate qualification in higher education is to receive your doctorate. And so I'm sure that as some of you are sitting there now and you saw the doctorates, you are now very determined, most of you, in time to come. And now I would please, as a final way of acknowledging our graduates, because when I spoke to you earlier, you weren't yet graduated. You've now got a piece of paper in your hand and you're all smartly dressed. And so I want us to have another round of acknowledgement for you. But to do that, I first want all the graduates to stand, please. At Nelson Mandela University, we strive to change the world. And 2020 and 21, certainly you experienced that firsthand as the world changed rapidly around us. As graduates, you have risen to all that 2021 brought to the fore. You have demonstrated that with commitment, will and determination, success is possible. I wish all graduates well as you journey forth to wherever the next phase of your life path takes you. I trust that you will retain an identity that clearly defines you as a graduate of Nelson Mandela University. As you set out to change the world, remember that you can do so by doing little bits of good wherever you find yourself and bringing joy to others in the process. Please join me in one round of final applause for our graduates. By virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor of the University, I now declare this congregation dissolved. I request the congregation to stand and join in with the singing of the national anthem, and to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika, maluphakanyisa uphondo lwayo, izwa imithandazo yethu. Nkosi sikelela thina lusapho lwayo, Murena buluka setshaba saheso, ufedise dintwali matshwenyeho, sibuluke sitshaba sa yeso, sitshaba sa South Africa, South Africa. 80 blow van ons hemel, 80 diepte van ons hem. Oor ons weggebergtes, vir die kranse antwoord gee. Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
May I have your attention, please? Okay, I just want to make an announcement.